Hello and welcome back. I am Reverend Dr. Lori Williams, and today I want to talk to you about what may be getting in your way around manifestation. Through talking to people in my community and talking to clients who are struggling with the manifestation process, I've kind of started to recognize some areas of why people are struggling. So I wanted to make a video about it so that if you're struggling, that this can help you as well. So essentially, what we do with manifestation is we put our desires out into the universe of like, this is what I would like, and then we hold on to it. We want to know when it's going to happen. We recognize almost daily why that's not there, and we get frantic about it. We start to worry that it's not going to happen, wonder when it's coming, how it's going to come, what is it going to look like, and all this kind of stuff. And essentially, all that kind of control is doing is building resistance to the thing that you desire, that you're trying to manifest. The other thing that tends to get people a little bit more stuck in their manifestation is not only trying to control, but also trying to um, they overwork it, and I'll explain what I mean by that. So what happens is part of the manifestation process is to take inspired action. So they do all the things. Now, when it comes to manifestation, the how and the when is not up to us. And doing all the things is not taking inspired action. That's actually more resistance. If you are just throwing it all, like throwing mud at the wall, seeing what's going to stick kind of a thing, you're not actually helping your manifestation because you're not taking the inspired action. What does inspired action feel like? It'll be this gut feeling of, oh, I need to do this. And you're not going to know why you need to do it. It's not going to make sense to you necessarily, but you just do it because it's something like in that gut feeling that you're going to do. Now, when I say that, if it's a fear-based response, absolutely don't do it. If it causes any harm, absolutely don't do it. That's your ego that's speaking. If that's not your higher self, this is going to be those gut instinct feelings of, hey, you should do this, and you don't know why. If you're asking yourself the question of like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Like if you're saying that to yourself, then you know that's an inspired action. So and unfortunately, you have to wait for inspired action too. So, I mean, you're going to end up learning some patience, or you're not, and you're going to just stress your way through this, which again brings the energy down. You want to be very aware of your energy, and if you want to know what you can do while you're waiting for your manifestation to come in is work on your energy, work on yourself, always go within, because eventually if what you want energetically, the desire is up here and your energy is down here, the more you work on yourself, then you're going to become a match and your manifestation will be effortless. That being said, you don't actually have to manifest. You don't have to put out into the world what it is that you want. It sets an intention for yourself. But the truth of it is, if you just continue to work on yourself, you're going to raise your vibration. You're going to become a match to those things that you desire. Your desires are put in your heart for a reason. But you need to manifest. The only reason you need to manifest isn't for the universe to give you the things that you want, but it's for you to become aware of the direction that you want to go and the person that you want to become in order to attract those things. It's working on manifestation isn't so much about calling in what we want. It's about allowing us to become the person that aligns with the things that we want. So I want to talk specifically around the control and the resistance versus gratitude and surrender, because those are four very, very different aspects. And unfortunately, a lot of people get stuck in the control and resistance. They're building resistance. If you are focused at all on the fact that you do not have your manifestation in your reality, that's a resistance. If you are wondering at all, when is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? What is it going to look like? That is a control. If you are pushing to try to make things happen, that is a control. The best thing that you can do, staying present, is so powerful when you're manifesting. And to help you do that, think of in terms of the energy of gratitude. Gratitude brings you back to where you are right here and right now. It makes you think, what am I grateful for right now? That's bringing you back into the present moment. It's such a powerful tool. Journaling will help you with this. You can do meditation to help you with this. You can gratitude meditations. You can do, I just call them awareness practices, where like I will sit and talk with myself and tell myself like the different things that I'm grateful for, but I actually say it out loud, because not only do I want to verbalize it, I also want to hear it too. So um, it actually works really well. Just a little little tip on what I do is I'll actually record myself saying the things that I want, and I will speak it out loud as I'm listening to it. And then I can also do that on repeat as well. That is quite helpful as well. So the other thing is surrender. What does surrender look like? Surrender doesn't look like doing nothing. It is taking the inspired action, but also having patience. Because, like I said, the how and the when the how and when the manifestation is going to show up in your reality, unfortunately, that's not up to you. That's on the part of the universe. Like I said, you can definitely help it along by working on yourself and raising your own vibration. But essentially, the universe will give you, if even if you never work on yourself, eventually, if you keep manifesting it, the universe is going to give you different experiences that will allow you to grow into the person that receives those. So, I mean, you really, seriously, you cannot fail at this. You may struggle with it, but you can't necessarily fail at it unless you just sit around and do absolutely nothing. That real is basically, it's like the universe. You're giving the universe the message that you just give up and you quit and you're not interested anymore. So all of that being said, when you think of gratitude as far as manifestation goes, you got to look at it from the perspective of gratitude amplifies your faith in yourself, your faith in your universe, your faith that whatever is meant for you is going to come to you. These are like things that you kind of need to have as a core belief, or at least be working on with a core belief of, even if your core belief is, I believe that anything is possible, that allows a certain amount of gratitude and surrender, because you're not putting limitations on what you can get or what can come into your life. You're not putting limits on it from that perspective. So gratitude amplifies your faith, but with the surrender, when you surrender, what you're doing is you're letting go of all your expectations, and when you're surrendering, you're actually just allowing things to unfold. It's like a natural progression of your life, and you're allowing those things to unfold as they're meant to. So if you were to try to stay in the energy of gratitude, surrender, practice patience. Is going to take a lot of patience. Unfortunately, I've realized that patience is not something that most people seem to have. So this is definitely, a work in progress for sure. We all are. But if you can stay in the energy of gratitude and surrender and just take inspired action, your manifestation is going to come to you. And in the process, you're going to become exactly the person that you need to be to meet it where it is, where it's waiting for you. So everything that you could ever want, if you can imagine it, it already exists on some level. There is nothing that is outside of your ability to be able to manifest. There is nothing that you are not deserving of. There is a more than enough abundance for every single one of us. So don't feel guilty about manifesting your best life, because you deserve it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you back here next time.